What if the bravest man in the room was hiding a secret that could break his pride in seconds? In a world where men are judged by strength, by battle, and by power, one quiet confession changes everything. In this unforgettable moment from Outlander, Fraser does something far more daring than fighting with a sword. He tells the truth. The room is small and lit by soft candlelight. Outside, the world is rough and loud, full of danger, war, and fear. But inside this room, the danger is different. It is not about guns or swords. It is about silence. Jamie and Claire sit together as husband and wife, yet they still feel like strangers. They were pushed into this marriage for safety, not love. They barely know each other. Every word feels heavy. Every look feels careful. There is tension in the air, but not anger. It is the tension of two people standing on the edge of something new. Fraser is known as a strong man. He is tall, brave, and respected. He fights without fear. He protects the people he loves. Other men follow him. When he walks into a room, he carries power with him. But tonight, that power feels different. His shoulders are not as straight. His voice is softer. He looks at Claire, then looks away. For the first time, he seems unsure. Claire notices this change. She is older in experience, even if not in age. She has lived through war. She has seen death. She has loved before. She understands people. She can see that Jamie is fighting something inside himself. Not a battle outside, but a battle of pride. There's a long pause between them. The kind of pause that feels louder than words. Jamie finally speaks, but slowly, like each word must be pulled from deep inside him. He tells her the truth. He says he has never been with a woman before. The words hang in the air. For a moment, Claire is surprised. Not because there is shame in it, but because it is unexpected. Jamie is strong. He is handsome. He is admired. In this time and place, most men his age would already have experience. But Jamie does not look ashamed. He looks honest. There is fear in his eyes, but not fear of being mocked. It is fear of being seen. This is the real turning point. Not the marriage. Not the ceremony. This moment, Jamie's confession is not weak. It is brave. In his world, men are taught to hide weakness. They are taught to prove themselves through action, not words. To admit inexperience is to risk respect. Yet Jamie chooses truth over pride. He does not pretend. He does not lie. He trusts Claire enough to tell her something that makes him feel exposed. Claire's reaction is gentle. She does not laugh. She does not judge. She understands how much it cost him to say those words. Her face softens. The tension in the room begins to fade. The power balance between them shifts. She no longer feels unsure. She feels calm. She realizes she holds the power to guide this moment with kindness or with cruelty. And she chooses kindness. Jamie watches her carefully, almost like a young man waiting for a verdict. When she responds with warmth instead of shock, something changes inside him. His shoulders relax. His breathing slows. Trust begins to grow in that small candlelit room. This confession also reveals something deeper about Jamie's character. He has fought in battles. He has faced pain. He has survived violence. But intimacy is different. It requires openness. It requires letting someone see your fears. That kind of courage is rare. And that is what makes this scene powerful. For Claire, this moment changes how she sees him. He is no longer just a strong Highland warrior. He becomes human, real, vulnerable. She sees the young man behind the sword. And that makes him even more attractive, not less. The silence between them now feels different. It is no longer heavy. It is full of possibility. They are not just strangers forced together by danger. They are two people starting to build something real. Jamie's honesty lays the first stone of their foundation. Without this truth, their marriage would have been built on fear and duty. With it, there is respect. There is choice. There is care. In many stories, strength is shown through loud actions, through fights and bold speeches. But here, strength is shown in a quiet room, in a simple confession. Jamie proves that true courage is not just about facing enemies. It is about facing the person you love and letting them see who you really are. And that is why this moment stays with fans. Because in that soft candlelight, when Jamie admits he has never been with a woman, he is not losing power. He is gaining something greater. Trust. This is the night their marriage stops being forced and starts becoming real. This marriage was never planned. It was never built on love letters or soft promises. It was a choice made for safety, for survival. Claire and Jamie were pushed together by danger, not romance. One moment they were allies, the next they were husband and wife. And now they sit side by side, still trying to understand who the other truly is. They come from different worlds. Clary's knowledge from another time. She has seen hospitals, modern cities, and a future Jamie cannot imagine. Jamie belongs to the Highlands, to clan loyalty, to honor and blood ties. He believes in duty. He believes in protecting what is his. But he does not fully understand the woman sitting beside him. There is an awkward distance between them. Not cold, not angry, just unsure. They do not know what makes the other laugh. They do not know what scares the other at night. Marriage is supposed to bring closeness, but for them, it begins with mystery. Jamie feels the weight of expectation. In his world, a husband must lead. He must be strong. He must know what to do. There is no space for doubt, no room for confusion. Yet inside he feels both. He wants to be worthy of Claire. He wants to protect her. But he also knows she is not like other women he has known. She speaks boldly. She looks him in the eye. She challenges him without fear. Claire, on the other hand, studies him quietly. She sees the kindness behind his strength. She sees the way he tries to make her comfortable, even when he does not know how. She understands that this marriage means more to him than it might appear. For Jamie, marriage is sacred. It is not a game. It is not just a deal. The room feels smaller because of all the unspoken questions. What does he expect? What does she want? Can trust grow from something that began as a plan for survival? Jamie clears his throat more than once. He shifts in his seat. His hands that hold swords with confidence, now rest awkwardly in his lap. This is not a battlefield where orders are clear. This is a private space where emotions rule. And emotions are harder to control. Claire notices his nervous energy. It surprises her. This man has faced danger without shaking. Yet now, in this calm room, he seems unsure. That contrast makes her see him differently. The fearless fighter is also a young man stepping into marriage for the first time. They speak in soft voices. Small words at first. Questions about comfort. About how she feels. Jamie tries to give her control without saying it directly. He wants her to feel safe. He wants her to understand that he will not force anything. But he does not know how to say these things clearly. This is the beauty of this moment. They are not lovers yet. They are not even fully friends. They are two people trying to build a bridge between their worlds. Every word matters. Every silence matters even more. Outside the room, life continues. Men drink. Horses move. The night air is cold. But inside, time feels slow. The world shrinks to just the two of them. Two strangers connected by fate, sitting at the edge of something unknown. This is not a love story yet. It is the beginning of one. And beginnings are always messy. They are full of doubt and small fears. But they are also full of possibility. In this quiet space, Before any deep confession is made, something important is already happening. Respect is forming. Care is growing. Jamie is not treating Claire as a duty. He is treating her as a person. And Claire is starting to see that beneath the warrior's image is a man who values honor. Above pride. This forced marriage could have been cold. It could have been distant. But instead, it becomes something fragile and real. Because both of them, in their own way, are choosing to try. Jamie sits across from Claire, but he does not fully face her. His body is turned slightly away, like part of him wants to speak and part of him wants to hide. The candlelight moves softly across his face, showing something we rarely see: doubt. Not the doubt of a weak man, but the doubt of someone who cares deeply about how he is seen. His hands are strong hands. They have held weapons. They have protected others. Yet now they rest on his knees, fingers slowly moving, almost restless. He is thinking carefully, choosing words, holding back what feels too heavy to say. He looks at Claire, then quickly looks down. That small movement says more than any speech. Jamie Fraser is not afraid of death. He is not afraid of pain. But he is afraid of losing respect. He is afraid of looking foolish in front of his new wife. Claire notices everything. She sees the tight jaw, the slow breath, the way his shoulders rise and fall as if he is preparing for something difficult. She does not interrupt. She waits. Because she senses this is important. In his world, men are taught to be firm and sure. A husband must lead. A husband must know. There is no guide for how to admit an experience. No lesson on how to say, "I am unsure." So Jamie struggles quietly, trying to balance pride and honesty. His voice, when he finally speaks, is softer than usual. It does not carry command. It carries truth. There's a slight break in his tone, almost too small to notice, but it is there. That break reveals the young man beneath the warrior.